My people, as I dey talk to you right now, e don happen. There is fire on the mountain. Wetin INEC, Yakubu, and our baba wey dey throne, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the new president of Naija, wetin dem feel say na joke, e don dey go another side wey dem no believe. As I dey talk to you, all the result wey dem say dem wan do mago dem no wan release am to the public. One of our person for inside this our country don go Amazon website, go IREV, go download all the original result wey dem upload for there. As I dey talk to you, the fire wey enter bush right now, dem dey find water brigade, abi na fire brigade, abi na water quench, make dem come off am. Dem no gree come o. Tinubu and INEC right now, their nyash, their leg, their everybody for their body don dey shake. I no want to explain, I want make you feel this update. Oya na, feel am.
If you are following the proceedings at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, you will notice that the defendants do try to discredit witnesses that Peter Obi and the Labour Party called in court. If they fail to discredit the witness, they try to ask irrelevant questions to divert attention and waste the time of the court. Sometimes they try to rephrase questions that they have already asked. These are normal, but what is not acceptable in court is outright lying. Yes, what the APC lawyer did yesterday in court when he was cross-examining the witness from AIT. He claimed that the INEC chairman made a statement on the 23rd of February 2023, 2 days before the election, that INEC will no longer transmit election results on election day. But that wasn't what the INEC chairman said in the said publication by Tribune newspapers. So the APC lawyer lied and tried to mislead the court. Look at the publication of Tribune on that day, 23rd of February. You can see it clearly says figures. Many people didn't know that the original plan by INEC was to transmit the figures. That's after snapping the photo of the results from the polling unit and uploading it to the IREV. They planned ahead that the polling officer must punch in the figures so that they can be able to get all the figures, like sort of electronic collation of the results. But they had to drop the idea because maybe they felt that the infrastructure wasn't robust enough. And if you read through the statement, you will see where he mentioned that punching of figures are susceptible to hacking, that people can take over the connection midway and change the figures before it gets to their server. So that was exactly what the INEC chairman was talking about, but this lawyer tried to mislead the court that he meant that they will no longer snap the result sheets and post them on IREV. So it shows how desperate the defendants have become. They know they cannot defend the heist that occurred on February 25th. They have resorted to using all sorts of methods and to outright lying and misleading the court. The legal profession is not just any other profession where you focus on your career and making money. All legal practitioners have to deal with their conscience, just like other related fields like medicine and some others. That's why legal luminaries like Okutepa Eseyen should be commended, because he declined the invitation to join the defendants. He chose his conscience. That's why he joined the Labour Party team. Apart from election disputes, a legal practitioner must seriously interrogate his client in order to decide to defend him or decline, because it has to do with conscience. If it's someone that committed a serious crime, for instance, you cannot in clear conscience defend someone who committed a premeditated crime. At this stage, it's no longer about money. It's about what is right and what is wrong. It's about morals. It's about our society. Now to the implication of what the APC lawyer tried to do in court, when he claimed that INEC chairman already said before the election that they will no longer transmit results. He didn't know that he was indirectly accepting that INEC did it on purpose, that INEC intentionally blocked the upload of presidential election results, while it was possible to upload House of Reps election and senatorial election, which were held the same day. Also, remember that INEC released a statement after saying that they had network or hacking problems that made it impossible to upload presidential election results, which many didn't believe anyway. Yes, Nigerians are smart people. Someone already downloaded the log files from Amazon. IREV is hosted on Amazon, so the log files that they downloaded shows that there was no hacking activity whatsoever. They also proved that there was an administrator login on that day that changed the passwords of field officials of INEC. If you remember, many people complained that their passwords wasn't working. Many polling officers complained that on election day. If the APC council tendered that Tribune newspaper in court as evidence, it would have been a win for the Labour Party. He would have handed that win to them because they would have capitalized on it to prove that it was intentional by INEC, that they intentionally blocked the upload of presidential election results. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now, let's try to answer some questions many people are asking. This presidential election petition tribunal, a lot of people are anxious. They want to know what will happen if the judgment goes this way or if it goes that way. The lack of trust in the judiciary also is not helping matters. The summary of what OIB is asking is if INEC delivered wrong copies of Form EC8As to Labour Party. Of course, these are certified copies that INEC delivered to them. He's asking what will happen if they gave them the wrong ones and they have succeeded in manipulating others that they will present as the real results. No, it won't happen. This is because once they stamp them and mark them certified true copies, it means that they are the real results they used in calculating the figures in order to arrive at a winner. It will mean that they forged the copies. In fact, it's not even possible. Rigging an election is not an easy task. And the safest and best way to do it is to rig it at the polling unit. If you rig it at the polling unit, because the election happens at the polling unit, that's where you get the figures. That's where you get what people voted for. All the other ones are just calculation of the entire figures. So it's not possible. If you don't start at the polling unit to rig election, it can never work. Even if one has to rig election, it must start at the polling unit, not at the collation center. So it cannot happen. And besides, the figures are already on record. What was announced at the collation center at the ward level, the results are there. At the local government level, everyone has the results already. And at the state level, so to manipulate it now is very late. It is very, very late. Yes, they tried to upload fake figures and mutilated results on IREV. But according to the law, it is already invalid. All those activity after the election day are deemed invalid because there's a reason the law says that it must be uploaded immediately after vote counting and at the polling unit. The location is very important. You cannot upload outside the polling unit. You cannot even upload it at the ward collation center. No, it is not allowed by the law because at the ward collation center, the collation officer is supposed to make reference. He's supposed to cross-check the results that people submitted. So he's supposed to consult the IREV to say, okay, this person from Ward A, he will cross-check the result and write it down. Okay, it's correct. So if the polling officer didn't do it before coming to the collation center, how can they verify? Or is it at the collation center that will now upload the results? No, that's not allowed by law. So it simply will not happen. INEC has produced the results, stamped them and delivered to Labour Party. Labour Party have also moved it to the court and tendered in evidence. So in the eyes of the law, this is the result that INEC relied on to determine the winner of the election. Now, let's look at another question by Aibudu Liberty. He wants to know what will happen if P2B wins his petition at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, if he is declared the winner of the presidential election and goes on to win at the Supreme Court, because Supreme Court this time around will act as the appeal court. He wants to know what will happen if Tinubu refuses to step down. Nothing will happen. He must step down. He is not a military dictator. In fact, 24 hours before the judgment of the Supreme Court, the DSS will beef up the security of P2B because he has the potential to become the commander-in-chief by 24 hours. So they will increase his security protection. If the judgment goes in his favor, within 1 hour of the judgment, he must be sworn in because it means that Tinubu's position is no longer tenable. He is no longer the president. Concerning the aides and advisors he has appointed, all of them will go with his administration. That's how it works.
My people, wetin dey play. I hope una don see wetin dey go on. They say wahala be like woman wey go wear cocoa shoe wey she know say she no fit use am waka. If you come dey go for road she wan come for, she wan come find electric pole abi she wan come find person take wage herself. Wahala be like person wey dey from hill dey descend and that bicycle e no get brake. Wetin wan come out at the end na wahala you go get. INEC Yakubu and Baba Ahmed Bola Tinubu stroke APC na big problem una put una sef. Una day wey una do mago that day una go remember that day say e no clear for una. My people, make una let us know wetin una get for the comment section concerning this update. Na here we for draw the matter. God e no go shame us. I thank una as una dey support us for this channel. God go bless una every area of una life. You wey dey see am for the first time, abeg as you don enjoy the video, just help us press that red button. Make you join this family. Make we dey enjoy the go so that make we dey see wetin dey happen for inside our obodoyibo country wey we dey call Nigeria. E get why. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anytime you come see this update.